like the reading program that the teacher uses personally, because I can tell that every day when my teacher starts teaching, she knows exactly what she wants to teach. Of course, I know she takes home a lot of stuff to prepare for her days in the classroom, and I know she does this a lot on Sundays, because she told me that Sundays is normally her work on lesson plan day and getting everything situated for the week to come. I do the same thing, so I completely understand. But I like that it's very detailed, and I just hope that I have something as detailed one day. I think I've already said that, but I really do. I feel like it's so important to know what the state and the school system and the curriculum is wanting from you as a teacher and wanting the students to learn. So I really like that it's very detailed. But my one big negative I have about this program, and it's not really the program itself, it's the situation that the students can't write in their workbooks. They bought these workbooks for the students, but yet they can't write in them because they're too expensive. And I understand that this is a very expensive program, and I mean, I can agree with not letting them write in it, but when they don't get to write in it, the teacher's having to make copies of every page that they have to do in the workbook, and then the kids are having to keep up with all these worksheets. And I don't really feel like worksheets are very beneficial sometimes, and it's not that they're worksheets, it's from their workbook, but they're printouts and they're copies, and when the students finish them, they just show them in their desk and take them home or whatever, and then they never see them again. And sometimes I wonder how beneficial that really is. I think that maybe if they got to keep the workbook, their parents could see better what they're doing in the classroom, because when they're having to just throw their worksheets in their desk or in their book bag, they're just a crumbled up mess by the end of the day. And I wonder if the parents are really taking time to look at what their students are learning in the classroom. I kind of want to know more about how the school district and the school system knows that this curriculum is working well, and that it's working well enough to buy it for the entire county. I wonder if it's based off tests, or if it's based off of work progress, or maybe star reading. I don't know how they're judging that this is working very well. I agree that I think it probably is, but I kind of wonder how they're getting that information to think that they're doing that well, and that they need the program for everybody. That's kind of one of my wonders. They are learning a lot of stuff that we're learning in Lit Block, which is really cool. I'm getting to see the stuff that we talk about in class, in my classroom with my children. So, like right now, we're talking about persuasive writing, which I know that's not informational or the narrative, but we have talked about informational text features. My students are learning those, and my teacher said they just need to keep learning those, because some of the students aren't grasping it, but they have learned that. We've talked about that since I've been in the classroom. And right now we're doing persuasive writing. So I got to teach a lesson about, I read a letter that was written from a student to the mayor of a town, because the city park was nasty and dirty, the slide was broken, the lake was filthy, and it had big vocabulary words in it. So we were talking about vocabulary. We got to talk about how the paper was written and how you knew it was a persuasive writing paper or a letter. And then we got to write our very own persuasive writing letters and notes to maybe our parents, persuading them to buy us a gift because we've done something well, or persuading the principal to give us another week of summer off, stuff like that. And the kids really liked that. We did some acting where a student was a student, and then we had a student that was the principal, and the principal had to plead their case as to why we needed to come back to school earlier, and then the student had to plead their case of why we didn't have need to come back to school as soon as we do. And the kids really loved that, and I really think it got the point across as we're persuading people to do what we want them to do, and that we need to plead our case with good points and that kind of stuff. And I really like that I'm getting to see the things that we're learning in Lit Block in my practicum. Obviously, we don't see everything, but I am getting to see a big majority, and especially twirl. I'm getting to see the students talk. I get to see them write, and they investigate, and they work in groups, and they view things, since we've threw that one in there. It's just really cool to see the kids learn on a daily basis.